Through that journey, I didn't just teach lessons, I shared the values of being child, especially the 8 elements that have shaped me all over the years. Being a scholar no longer meant just receiving, it became about giving back, uplifting one another, and being a reflection of the hope that each child has given me.
Regardless of the challenges we encounter, we remain here, more powerful when combined.
In my own simple way, I hope I could really inspire and transform young individuals who are helpful students to become the next leaders of this country.
5月24日、2025年度年次総会の第2部として日費合同オンライン懇談会が行われました。フィリピン側からは9人の発表がなされました。その様子の一部を前回に続いてお届けします。
Konnichiwa, minasan. So the year 2024 was truly a year filled with blessings and life-changing opportunities for me. As an in-child scholar since 2011, I've had the privilege of growing in a family that values compassion, education, and connection. I've had the privilege of growing in a family that values compassion, education, and connection. So every year, through the Angels study tour, I've been able to meet and bond with my Japanese brothers and sisters. These moments have helped shape me, not just as a student, but as a person. Through them, I've developed essential skills in communication, adaptability, and empathy, skills that I now carry confidently into every experience. One of the most unforgettable highlights of last year was when I was chosen to represent Caraga State University in a week-long summer camp at Salpacorn University in Thailand, held from June 8 to 12 last year. It was a dream come true. I meet students from across Asia, exchange cultures, and shared stories. But more than that, I was able to proudly represent not just my school, but also InChild on an international stage. It reminded me of how far I've come and how deeply grateful I am for the support that brought me there. Another milestone was my in-field study from September to December, a preparatory course for my teaching internship. Working with students firsthand was both humbling and fulfilling experience. As I guided them in their studies, I saw pieces of my younger self in each of them, the same curiosity and the same hunger to learn. Through that journey, I didn't just teach lessons, I shared the values of each child, especially the 8 elements that have shaped me all over the years. Being a scholar no longer meant just receiving, it became about giving back, uplifting one another, and being a reflection of the hope that each child has given me. Another proud moment last year was when Project Wish, the initiative I co-led, was selected as part of the Let's Be Santa Claus Project 2024. It was my second time leading a project after Project Alight in 2022. We gave gifts to 12 senior citizens and 40 children in our barangay, especially in Porok 7 Dinakpan. But more than the presents and what we give and receive was love, joy, and connection. And as we shared these moments, I saw myself again in the eyes of the children and felt deeply moved by the gratitude of the elders. It was both a nostalgic and heart-opening experience. So looking back last year, so 2024 was not just a year of growth, it was a year of purpose and transformation. And now, as I look ahead to 2025 and beyond, I carry that purpose with even more passion and clarity. I have recently completed my internship and I am now joyfully awaiting my graduation this coming June 19. One of the proudest moments this year came on last April 21 when I was awarded with the Excellence in Teaching Grand Demonstration and Excellence in Instructional Materials and Delivery Awards. So these recognitions reminded me of how far I've come and how deeply rooted my journey is in the values I've gained through InChild. All these achievements that I received this past year and till now is all because of InChild. As a beneficiary of InChild education support and social education, I have experienced significant personal growth and development all over the years. The support has provided me with access of quality education, equipping me with the skills and the knowledge to pursue my academic and career goals. So beyond academics, the social education component of InChild has fostered my emotional intelligence, communication skills, and awareness of social issues, which has helped me become a more empathetic and responsible individual. So overall, this experience has enhanced my confidence, broadened my perspective, and given me the tools to contribute positively to my community. So as a closing, as I take my next steps, my greatest aspiration this year and in the future is to graduate with flying colors, pass the board licensure examination for teachers, and begin my path as a professional educator. I hope to support my family, who has always stood by me, and one day, in God's grace, I hope to I hope to support a child or a group of children of my own, just as I was once supported by InChild. So, because to me, being an InChild scholar has always been more than just a title. It's about receiving with a grateful heart, growing with intention, and giving back with love. So thank you for listening, and may we all continue to live lives with meaning, compassion, and hope. So God bless us all, everyone.
Hello to all of you. Today we have gathered for our general online gathering. Together, let's succeed and effect significant change. Let us use this opportunity to grow, learn, and produce. By the way, I am Pamela S. Moro, the coordinator of Marcelo H. Del Pilar Elementary School, also known as MHDPS in Caloocan City, Philippines, and a master teacher who teaches primary grades. Since our school was selected to accept beneficiaries from the aforementioned organization, Enchild Philippines in 2014, I have been in charge of the Enchild students and beneficiaries for over a decade. I take on the responsibilities given to me wholeheartedly because I enjoy leading extracurricular activities and helping people. Managing students and beneficiaries of different stages is a challenging task. Our class schedules fluctuate, and there are a number of challenges to overcome, making it challenging. Unique person with unique values and dispositions. These problems or obstacles generally arise throughout their time in high school or college years. Nearly all of them have their own explanation for alibi. For example, if they were summoned to attend to a particular meeting or event, they would have their own reasons for not going, which would have prevented them from attending the alleged action. However, if it relates to their academics, it is obviously permissible. So in general, I am happy with their responses and viewpoints on decision making. We have a relationship of sorts because they can see we are considerate and respectful. So it is also essential that we communicate openly and consistently. So for us all, communication is crucial. I have also reminded them, especially the ancient scholars, they have many obligations as well. Their sponsors provided them with financial support, and the only thing they could do in exchange was to ensure that they did well in their studies. Regardless of the challenges we encounter, we remain here, more powerful when combined. We have come to appreciate, love, and respect one another. And like I said, I am always available to them. Lastly, since they promise to follow their word, I truly admire what they have become or grown into: responsible, industrious, and proactive, intensely concentrated on the assignment or activity at hand. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to Enchild and the organization's backbone, Mr. Takanori Todate, the chairman, president. Please take care of yourself and constantly keep an eye on your health. As well as to Mr. Chotomo Shimada, sir, Mr. Kyoto Gota, and others. Also acknowledged are Mr. Yoshihiro Okahira, president of Greenwind, Miss Alma Priel de la Torre, and Mr. Keanu Romero. With eternal gratitude, Amelia Esmorong, Coordinator of Marcelo H. Del Pilar Elementary School. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Konnichiwa, everyone. I'm Daniel Senya, and I'm proudly from Batangas, and I graduated in Rizal Technological University. After earning my degree, I had the privilege of returning to RTU as the part-time professor, where I served for 5 years. Teaching was more than just a profession. Was a way for me to give back to the institution that helped shape me. During that time, I also immersed myself in community work, particularly with the End Child organization. Even back in college, I was already actively involved in our organization and participating in events for the scholars. These experiences not only honed my leadership and planning skills, but also deepened my commitment to serving others. As I progressed in my career and in my organization, I found myself supporting respected leaders like Kuya Raya, Ate Alma, and Engineer Cano, working behind the scene to ensure every event had a meaningful impact. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is that success is just about personal achievement. It is about service, being in the background, helping things happen quietly but effectively taught me humility, teamwork, and purpose. As we walk our own career paths, let's never forget our roots and the people who help us along the way. Isn't meant to live in self-centeredness. It's meant to live with intention, contributing to our families, our communities, our society, and ultimately in the world. Let's continue to work together. And I pledge that I will always support Child, especially in maintaining strong connections with Rizal Technological University. In my own simple way, I hope I could really inspire and transform young individuals who are helpful students to become the next leaders of this country. So thank you, and may we all continue to grow, serve, and lead with purpose. So, yoroshiku onegai shimasu.